everyone, it is Alpha, and welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. I'm very sorry for the relatively late upload today. I had a couple of things to do. I had to go to the doctor because I overworked myself during my workout and I actually tore a muscle. So I currently have to rest for about a week or something like that before I can hit the gym again. So that's pretty unfortunate, but what I did today is I started a new Instagram page. It is called Boom Beach Daily Tips, and on there I'm posting up a tip every single day for you guys boomers out there to help you out. So check it out, the link is going to be in the video description down below. Give it a follow, and if you like it, just, you know, check it out. There won't be any advertisement on there or anything like that. It's just tips for you guys to help yourself out. So check it out for yourself. And that being said, today we're gonna be doing some Dr.Terror, because it is obviously the Dr.Terror guide today. I have charged up the warriors. I might be switching to Hafizuka or something like that a little bit later, but it's all about the takedown. So I have nothing boosted up, and I don't think I really have to boost up anything to keep my way up there. But let's see what Terror is made of today. So Terror stage number 1 over here. So the Instagram page, let me talk about that for a brief moment there. I'm pretty sure that you guys are curious about what's happening on that Instagram page. So the reason why I decided to make a Boom Beach Instagram page is because I've seen one for Clash of Clans before, and that one did really well. It had a bunch of people following it, and I think it's really helpful because it definitely helped me out as a Clash who just got started on Clash of Clans, and I just figured I would be doing the same thing for Boom Beach, and it's a lot of fun. I actually have a bunch of tips already written down because this has been on my mind for a while already, to put them onto that Instagram page. So definitely check it out. It's actually I'm gonna be making sure that every single day I'll try to at least get like a tip in, and maybe several a day. We'll just have to see about that. And if you guys got any tips or anything like that, then make sure to let me know on that Instagram page, which will be linked in the video description down below. Anyway, we're on stage number 2 of this Dr.Terror, and I am not seeing any units die whatsoever. Okay, that's awesome. We got ourselves a shard just now, so that's pretty cool. And let's see what Terror stage number 3 is all about. Next time I'll try to make this guy a little bit earlier, but I had a doctor's appointment earlier today. So yeah, so shocking the cannon. I don't think I even needed to do that. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. So dropping off the critters at the right side there. At the machine gun, at the rocket launcher there. Okay, and then you guys making your way up to the headquarters right now. Seems to be going pretty well. Are there any cannons? No, they're not, but still I'm going to be shocking everything that I'm seeing. And there's a lot of free gunboat energy you can pick up at the left side, but there was a shock launcher there, so I don't know if it's worth it. I honestly don't think it's worth it to go out of your way to get all of that free gunboat energy over there. Anyway, let's move on to stage number 4. Alright, so stage number 4, at the same location as the last base, you can actually avoid these boom cannons over here by going to the right side here. So my advice would be drop a flare there immediately, and you're not going to be hitting the boom cannon. They're going to be locking on you. Maybe you're going to be losing one warrior there, but no, you didn't even lose any. That's pretty sweet. Then making your way up to the top there. Now that cannon can definitely take care of one of my warriors, so I'm taking care of the cannon before it can hit me. And then I'm making my way up to the top there. I'm gonna be dropping some critters at the top. What you can potentially do is shock what you feel you should be shocking. And then you're gonna go in for the kill. Dropping the artillery onto the boom mine. And there we are. Boom. The base goes down. And once again, we don't have any casualties whatsoever. Let's move on to stage number 5. And let's see what we're gonna be getting. Oh, a crystal! Nice! Awesome! We got ourselves a crystal. Pretty happy with that. So stage number 5 is still about the same location, a little bit more in the front, but what you're seeing at the right side is like a huge empty square. Now, the ideal way to take care of this stage is by dropping a shock onto these 4 buildings, and then you can potentially drop another shock onto these 4 buildings over there. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing in order to take down this base. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm immediately going to be dropping a flare over at the right side, and I'm going to be dropping some critters to distract those buildings over there. I think that is going to be pretty interesting. Those rocket launchers going to be hitting the critters, but that is alright. I don't mind that much. Hopefully cannon goes down. There we go. Dropping the first shock bomb over there at that section. and then dropping the second shock bomb as well over there, so that way the shock launcher doesn't hit us. I can just re-shock that section over there. We're actually successfully taking this base down, and let's make our way up to the headquarters. I have a couple of medkits here and there, and boom, there you go. There goes down stage number 5. I did lose a couple of warriors here and there. We lost about 6 warriors there, but that is not too bad. That's not too bad. I could have done it a little bit better, obviously, with the smokes and stuff, but I honestly felt this way was a nicer way to take this one down. Alright, I have a lot of resources again, guys. I have so much resources, and this one's gonna be done soon, so then I can max them out, making those go to level 11, which is the maximum level. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing it immediately because I do have the gold. Yeah, let's just go ahead and max out the medics over here. Going to level 11, that is the final level. That means that our tanks and medics are gonna be maxed out. Okay, stage number 6. Let's scout the stage first before we attack this one. So, if we scout this base, what we're seeing is that the base is located at the far back side of the left side of the base. You maybe want to be dropping a barrage around those sacks, the sandbags, because you're going to be getting all of these boom mines, and those boom mines are essentially really in the way. So take those into consideration. Now, for the walking path, you can go to this flamethrower over there. You only need 2 smokes to make your way up to the flamethrower, so that's pretty cool. And then from here on out, you can drop 1, 2, 3 smokes to make your way up to this cannon. Be careful of this boom mine over here, because you're gonna be hitting that boom mine for sure. And if you drop 1 artillery, like right here in the center, you're gonna be getting rid of 5 of these mines here. So that is also a way of doing things, and then yeah, we should be good to go. Let's first drop a barrage around here. So dropping it onto the sandbags. Let's see how well it's gonna be doing. Is it gonna be getting all of the boom mines? It's gonna be pretty close. And yes, it did manage to get all of the boom mines, so that is the ideal location of doing that. And we also got the supplies over there at the top, so that's definitely a plus. Then gonna be dropping the artillery right around here, so that way we're gonna be getting the boom mine and those 4 regular mines over there. Perfectly done. And then we have 1 more mine over here, 1 more boom mine over there. And I think we can just avoid it by flaring a little bit differently. So, no, you know what? I actually am going to be taking it down just like I said I was going to. And what I want to be doing here is I actually want to be getting these warriors in here and make them destroy these boxes. And then after they destroy the boxes, they're going to be walking to the flamethrower. So that way I only need 2 smokes to make my way up there. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so from this point on, I want to be making my way up to the cannon with 3 smokes. And it looks pretty good to me. And then according to my calculations, we need 2 more smokes to make my way up to the headquarters. 1, 2. Now, we don't have a bunch of gunboat energy left, because I really don't run with a lot of gunboat energy. So, that might be an issue. But we dropped our medkit, and I still think we can drop 2 shocks. And we want to be doing those right around here. And then we have 1 more room for medkit. Now, there is going to be 2 machine guns that are going to be hitting us. But look at this. Because what we shocked, we should be able to take this one down. There it goes down. Stage number 6. Unboosted, got nothing boosted up, but we still took it down, so that was pretty cool. We didn't even lose a whole bunch of warriors. I kind of was expecting to die there, but luckily for me, I didn't. There weren't any flamethrowers there. That would have been devastating. Alright, I'm gonna be getting the units back, but first things first, we're gonna be scouting stage number 7, and then we're gonna be deciding whether or not we're gonna be trying to go for the takedown here. So stage number 7 looks really easy. At the headquarters, you only have to shock 2 sections over here. If you do it smart and if you do it great, you can get away with 1 shock. But for the sake of me always playing it safe, I'm gonna be dropping 2 shocks. The first shock is gonna be on the sniper tower, getting these buildings all around it, including the sniper tower over there. We definitely want to be getting the machine gun, so that's very important, and the shock launcher. And then the second shock is gonna be in between these 2 mines here, a little bit towards this cannon. Gonna be getting the flamethrower, the mortar, the 2 cannons over here, and then we should be good to go. There aren't any other shock launches around the headquarters, so I kind of feel like trying to take this one down. It should be pretty interesting for a takedown. As far as the walking path goes, you probably want to be going from machine gun to flamethrower, but in order to do that, I'm going to be dropping a test barrage to see how well this one's going to be doing. So I'm going to be dropping the barrage right around here in the middle, and I'm really curious to know what exactly it is that we're going to be taking out. So, getting rid of a couple of mines here and there. Okay, so that didn't really work out. I'm going to be doing critters to see how that's going to be going, because usually critters would be doing something, but I'm just curious. Okay, so it seems that the critters are a little bit more effective and they cost far less gunboat energy. So if this is the mine layout, what I would advise you to do is go to the sniper tower first over here. From the sniper tower, make your way up to that shock launcher, and then from that shock launcher make your way up to the headquarters. This is gonna be costing you 1, 2, 3 smokes, 4, 5, 6, 7 smokes to make your way up there. So it's definitely possible. I still have like 36 gunboat energy left. Let's go ahead and try this one out, because 36 gunboat energy for me is enough to shock 2 times and still have some medkits. Alright. So I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing that I did just now, right? So, dropping critters right here in the middle, and I'm really curious how this is gonna be walking this time around. So they walk in the exact same way, which is pretty convenient. I am going to be dropping 1 artillery over here to get rid of that boom mine over there. And then we're just going to be walking straight to the flamethrower. And I think if you do it correct, you can actually do it with only 2. So that's what I'm trying to see. Now, it doesn't work out. The machine gun does a lot of damage onto our units. So we're doing it just like that. 1, 2, 3 smokes walking all the way up to the shock launcher over there, and same story here. 1, 2, 33 gunboat energy left. That should be plenty. So what I was gonna be shocking was this right section and this left section. Gonna be dropping the shock bombs in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. And the medkit, of course. Look, we basically got everything that we wanted to be getting. Now it's all about taking down this base. So I'm really curious to know how well this one's going to be going. Are we going to be taking this one out unboosted? It looks really good so far. Just a couple of more hits. There we go. Takes it down. Unboosted run with the warriors. Stair stage number 7 was pretty easy because I only needed to shock 2 sections. And that is really awesome. So that saved me a whole bunch of gunboat energy. I mean, that really saved me up a bunch of power powder, because stage number 7 and stage number 6 just gave me some power powder, because 1 crystal is 1 power powder. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this Boom Beach Dr.Terror takedown. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want me to use the warriors or the heavy Zukas in the next Island edition of Dr.Terror. And that being said, yeah, be sure to subscribe for more Boom Beach guide. Every single day there will be a different guide out onto the channel. So hope that you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give it a thumbs up. And this has been Reversed for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.